What if everything you've ever been told about wealth, fairness, and your place in the world is a lie? A deeply ingrained lie that has been silently shaping your reality, limiting your potential, and keeping abundance just out of your reach. From the moment we're born, we're enrolled in a silent curriculum. The curriculum of scarcity. Our parents, with the best of intentions, tell us money doesn't grow on trees. Our teachers grade us on a curve, implying that only a few can be at the top. The news bombards us with stories of economic collapse, job losses, and financial doom. History teaches us that great wars were fought over a finite piece of land or a limited supply of resources. The unspoken lesson is clear. The world is a finite pie. For you to get a bigger slice, someone else must get a smaller one. Life is a zero-sum game, a constant, grueling competition for a limited pool of resources. And so, we learn to operate from this place of fear. We hoard what we have, afraid it will be taken away. We become jealous of another person's success because we believe it somehow diminishes our own chances. We hesitate to take risks because we are terrified of losing the little we've managed to secure. We stay in jobs we hate because we fear the uncertainty of finding something better, believing there are only a limited number of good jobs available. This scarcity mindset becomes the background radiation of our lives. It's the knot in your stomach when you check your bank account. It's the silent anxiety you feel when a bill arrives in the mail. It is the reason we believe that justice means simply taking from the rich to give to the poor. Because we assume the total amount of wealth is fixed. We see this in systems that are built to manage scarcity instead of cultivating abundance. They are all built on that foundational lie of limitation. We live our entire lives within the walls of this mental prison, never realizing that the door was never locked. We accept the struggle as normal. We believe that true wealth is reserved for the lucky few, the ruthless, or those who got there first. We tell ourselves a story. All the good opportunities are taken. We're just fighting over the scraps. But that's only because we've been programmed to see it that way. This isn't just philosophy. It's documented psychology. It's a version of confirmation bias. Our brains are wired to actively seek out evidence. That proves our existing beliefs are true. If you believe opportunities are scarce, your brain will literally filter out and ignore the overwhelming evidence of abundance all around you. You'll see the one person who failed at starting a business and ignore the 10 who succeeded. You'll focus on the stock market dip and overlook the long-term trend of growth. Your reality conforms to your belief system. But I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself a serious question. Does this reality truly feel right? Deep down, does this frantic, competitive struggle feel like the way the universe was designed to work? Or does it feel unnatural? Like we're playing a game with the wrong set of rules? What if the universe isn't a finite pie at all? What if it's an infinite bakery, constantly producing more than we could ever consume? What if wealth isn't a thing you take, but something you create? Think about it. Did the invention of the smartphone make the world poorer? No. It created entirely new industries, new jobs, new forms of connection, and trillions of dollars in new value. It didn't take a slice of the pie, it baked 1,000 new pies. Did the creation of a beautiful piece of art or music diminish the world's supply of beauty? Of course not. Value, wealth, opportunity, love, joy. These are not finite resources. They can be created out of thin air, from human ingenuity, creativity, and collaboration. The real source of wealth isn't a gold mine or an oil field. It's the limitless potential of the human mind. Once you grasp this, everything changes. The person who succeeds doesn't take anything from you. Their success can actually create new opportunities for you. A new successful business in your town hires people, pays taxes that improve your community, and might even need the services you offer. In an abundance-based world, another person's success is a signal of what's possible, not a threat to your own wealth. Your brilliant idea isn't competing in a crowded market. It's adding a unique flavor to an ever-expanding feast. The risk of leaving a safe job is transformed into the opportunity to create a life of purpose and freedom. You stop seeing life as a battle for survival and start seeing it as a grand adventure of creation. You move from a state of contraction and fear to a state of expansion and possibility. This isn't about ignoring real-world challenges. It's about changing the fundamental lens through which you view those challenges. Do you see them as roadblocks on a limited path, or as raw materials for building a new one. The biggest lie ever sold to humanity is the lie of scarcity. It is the invisible cage that has held us captive for generations. It pits us against each other, stifles our creativity, and keeps us playing a small, desperate game when we were designed for an infinite one. The truth is, abundance is our natural state. The universe is inherently abundant. The only scarcity that truly exists is the scarcity in our own minds. But the good news is, you can change your mind. You can decide to see the world differently. You can choose to break free from the curriculum of scarcity and enroll yourself in the school of abundance. So, I want you to do one thing right now. Go to the comments and answer this question. What is the #1 scarcity belief you learned growing up? Maybe it was you have to work hard for every penny, or rich people are greedy, or don't get your hopes up. By writing it down and sharing it, you take its power away. You bring it out of the shadows and into the light, and you'll see from the other comments that you are not alone in this fight. This is the first step toward reclaiming your power and rewriting your story. Now, we break free from that prison by understanding the true, fundamental nature of our universe. It is not a place of limitation. It is an ocean of infinite possibilities. Think of the information age. Did we use up all the information to build the internet? No. We created an infinite new resource from pure intellect, generating trillions of dollars in wealth where absolutely nothing tangible existed before. Wealth isn't a fixed pile of gold. True wealth is created. It's a new idea, a more efficient process, a beautiful piece of art. The universe operates on a simple, powerful mechanism: request and response. Throughout history, humanity has been sending out requests. When we faced the dark, we requested light. When we were isolated, we requested connection. Every single problem, every challenge, every moment of dissatisfaction is actually a request being launched into the universe. And the universe, without fail, is in a constant state of response. It delivers the ideas, the resources, and the inspiration to fulfill those requests. This isn't a hopeful platitude. It's the engine of progress. It's happening right now, every second. New discoveries are unlocking resources we never knew existed. The world is not running out. It is constantly being reborn. The blessings are always falling. The opportunities are always present. The ideas are always available. The universe is in a perpetual state of giving. It does not judge. It does not discriminate. It is an impartial force of creation, raining down everything you could ever want: wealth, health, love, and creativity. It is falling everywhere, all the time, for everyone. This brings us to the great paradox. If tease is true, why isn't everyone wealthy? If this infinite rain of abundance is always falling, why are so many people's lives a desert? Is the universe playing favorites? The answer is a definitive no. The blockage isn't out there. Let me tell you a quick story about two artists. Both are equally talented. The first artist, Alex, believes the art world is a tough game. Only the lucky get famous. The second artist, Ben, believes my art provides unique value, and there is a global audience waiting to connect with it. Alex struggles, barely selling his work. Ben, with the same level of talent, builds a thriving online community, sells prints, and licenses his art. Was Ben luckier? No. He simply had a different belief, which allowed him to see and act on opportunities that were completely invisible to Alex. The blockage is us. It's the size and condition of our internal container. There is a universal law that governs how much you are allowed to receive, and understanding it is the key to everything. Now, look at one area of your life where you feel lack, and ask yourself honestly, what story am I telling myself about why this is the case? Now, we arrive at the final piece of the puzzle, the bridge between the universe's infinite supply and your personal reality. It is the law of your container. True universal justice is not giving everyone the same amount. It provides everyone with the opportunity to receive in proportion to their capacity. The universe doesn't decide the size of your container. You do. This container is your mindset, your beliefs, your expectations. It is your worthiness. This isn't about being morally good. It's about what you subconsciously believe you are worthy of receiving. Every limiting belief you hold either shrinks your container or punches holes in it. Now consider another common belief. If I become wealthy, I'll become a bad person. This belief punches a massive hole in the bottom of the container. Even if money starts to flow in, you will subconsciously find ways to get rid of it. Bad investments, overspending, unnecessary crises. All to protect yourself from the future you fear. You are sabotaging your own success. Each thought is a command. Money is hard to make. A crack appears. I'm not smart enough. The container shrinks. I missed my chance. Another crack. No matter how hard it rains, you remain thirsty. So, how do we fix this? How do we expand our container and patch the holes? This is the great work of your life. It starts with a simple framework I call the 3 A's. First, awareness. You cannot change a belief you don't know you have. Become a detective of your own mind. When you think about money, what is the first feeling that comes up? Fear, anxiety, guilt. Follow that feeling to its source. Write down the belief. Just seeing it on paper takes away its invisible power. Second, acknowledgement. Look at that belief and say, "Thank you for trying to protect me, but I no longer need you." Old beliefs were often created to keep us safe. Don't fight them. Acknowledge their old purpose and release them with gratitude. Third, action. Install a new belief and then act as if it is true. Money is hard to earn becomes money flows to me easily when I provide value and live in my passion. Then, take one small action that aligns with this new belief. Offer your services at a higher rate. Invest a small amount in yourself. This action is the proof your subconscious mind needs to accept the new reality. This isn't an overnight fix. It is a process of unlearning the lies and rebuilding your reality, one belief at a time. As you begin this work, something miraculous happens. You don't have to chase wealth anymore. It begins to flow to you, naturally and effortlessly. Just like the rain fills the basin that is open and ready to receive it. The universe is not withholding from you. It has been waiting for you all along. The only question left is, are you finally ready to receive?